LGBTQ 1 Minute News. Let's queer up the worldview. The Middle East's largest LGBTQ festival is here. This year, Israel will host the Middle East's largest queer festival, Pride Land at the Dead Sea, from June 1st to June 4th. Organizers plan to transform the Judean Desert into a 24/7 Pride City featuring 15 hotels, beach complexes, nonstop parties, and a central performance arena. The event will also include cultural spaces and art installations, relaxation zones, and family-friendly activities aiming to attract multi-generational audience. The launch comes as Israel faces tourism challenges due to security and safety concerns amidst the current geopolitical environment. Ticket sales are expected to open soon. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going. I had to do my research, and I was like, okay, Israel's kind of like in a safer zone for us LGBTQ, maybe, I'm thinking. Yeah. But yes, other than that, I'm like, I can't imagine other people flocking to this event, but I don't know.
Okay, I know this is 1 minute news. No, this is like we were talking. This is going to be a 1 hour news report right here. The launch comes as Israel faces tourism challenges due to security and safety concerns. Are you kidding me? That is the understatement of the year. Are you kidding me? You're going to be floating in the Dead Sea as missiles fly over? Because yes, I was a little thrown off by your first comment that Israel is a safer place. Yes, for queers, right, but not in general. Right. They tried to have, they haven't had Tel Aviv Pride since the revolt in the West, in Gaza, right? So it's been several years. They tried to bring it back last year. Our own Al Ferguson went there, and days before the event, while he was there, the war broke out. Tel Aviv was being bombed. He and his partner Richard were running from their hotel rooms down to bomb shelters daily. And now they're going to try and do this in the middle of a war that is arguably 10 times worse, 10 times more dangerous. Are you kidding me?
I actually read it wrong. I thought it was supposed to be the Middle East Pride Festival. Oh. But now when I looked at it again, I was like, wait a second. No, we're saying that it's the largest, if it happens, the largest Pride Festival that would have been in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So obviously it's really just for Israel, and it's not for, any of the surrounding countries because they're kind of at war with one another. And I didn't realize that they had, canceled the Tel Aviv Pride. So it's been a few years since they've had Tel Aviv Pride?
Yeah, I think it missed 2 years, and then they were going to try and have it last year, and Al was there. And
it's going to be in the Judean Desert. Is that like a little area that's, I don't know much about Israel.
It's on the Dead Sea.
Okay.
Which is a very tourist, very beautiful place, and beautiful in times when there's not bombs flying overhead. And Al, by the way, just texted me while we were doing the show. He says he was invited to go to this. Oh. I have a feeling he's probably going to stay home. And Al, if you're watching this, and I know you are, stay home.
I just think about my Sunday school time, when growing up. And when you think of the Judean Desert, I'm thinking maybe Moses or something like that. But in my little storybook Bible, I'm just thinking hey, rainbows and flags going on. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want to say that it's a bad thing. I'm definitely skeptical of maybe the reasons for it, but there is quite an opposition to Netanyahu and his regime in Israel. So I don't know exactly who started it or whose idea it was, but it potentially could be a good thing. Anytime we have visibility, that's a wonderful thing. Maybe it's something from the state media to show how Israel is different from the Arab world. Hey, we have maybe we're going to throw the biggest gay pride event just to get more American support for that. So I'm just suspicious about everything that's going on, but maybe if that part is not in the equation, maybe it is a good thing. Yeah. The gays, I'm sure in Israel also at times get persecuted, for religious reasons or whatnot. So, I'm on the fence about it, but I hope everything works out well.
I wonder who's going to be bold enough to fly into headline for entertainment for that. Oof. That would be interesting, right? Yeah.
I don't see RuPaul there.
No.
Well, that is a LGBTQ 1-minute news story. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.